Hi folks, Kevin here. Well, it's January 13th, a Tuesday, and well, it's just after noon, and the temperature's up to almost 10 degrees, 9.5 degrees at this point. So far, and the temperature this morning was, I think, 4 below. We've had some days that were 8 below. And much colder than that with the wind chill here, since our winds out of the west over on that side behind me come from down below, so we're an elevated site here, so we really do get whacked with those winds. But I wanted to give you an update. I got a request to update you on the progress of the chicken coop where the greenhouse is going to get attached to next year. So without any further ado, you can see where the greenhouse is going, this whole aluminum face area here, and there's the coop right over there. Now I did get the roof, the metal on the roof completed. I will have to touch up some of the spots in the spring because it was during December last month that I was still trying to get the ridge cap on and get the area finished up. The gable ends turned out fine. Everything is working out quite well, and it's staying fairly warm inside as well. And possibly next year, after I get the structure completely enclosed, I'll give a little overview if there's any interest in what I would do different in the future to save time, money, and combat some of the issues that we have with hip roofs and all that. But she's staying nice and dry and pretty darn warm in there. That stack on the top is for the future. It's for the dehydration unit. There's no heat source in there. So let's take a look inside and I'll show you where we're at. So far this season, we've had just over 7 feet. We've had 3 significant thaws in between each snowfall. So that's been pretty good. Very little sunshine. Today we have low winds, almost no wind, and lots of sunshine, which is a rarity. Okay, we're into the main entrance area. And over here is where we'll entrance out into the greenhouse, and that'll be the first section will be the tropical area, and the next section will be the temperate zone area. We got our power hooked up. Right now I'm still running off the extension cord, but we have our power established. In this area in the future, there'll be the soil lab. There'll be a small restroom here, compost toilet. There'll be an inoculation area for the mushrooms as well, and lots of storage area for gardening supplies. Over here will be a food prep area. The dehydrator will be going right in this section. Probably have a clothes dryer and washer over here, as well as electric range, so we can do some of our pressurized sterilization for our inoculated media. And we'll have an organized food storage area ultimately. The vermicompost systems, the worm bins, worm factories have been going very well. I just went ahead in the last couple of days, expanded, there's one of my kitties, Sunshine, expanded the vermicompost to a couple of totes, plastic totes as well, so that I can start in the springtime when I get back into the garden, do our free-range worm farming out there as well, so that we can keep the nutrients going back into the soil. And now out into the chicken coop. Oh, let's walk back here for a second and see what the temperature is. The sun's been shining. It's probably come up, I think it was 38 degrees in here this morning. The lowest that it's gotten into this building so far, even with 8 below and the wind chill, So it's maybe close to 42 degrees Fahrenheit at this time. Unfortunately, there aren't too many windows on the south here, but I did that purposely. When the greenhouse is there, I didn't want to cook inside of here. And we'll go see the ladies. All right. One of the girls over there is in her little dust bath, the sand bath. The windows have just been placed in here so far, so there's still air gaps around the edges of them. And they will be made predator proof, because on the internal surface, once I've got them insulated and you know, with the appropriate molding put around the windows, there'll also be like French door style hardware cloth covered protective layer to help ward off any potential predators. I built this after Rob Bob's design on YouTube with 3-inch elbows for providing feed for the girls. And I'm going to have to go ahead and put some more feed in here, I see. We're trying to get off of any grain feed, and I got the compost pile, I don't know if you can see that out there, just outside of here. But it's so nice in here, the girls just don't want to go outside when it's this, you know, when it's this cold. Let's see, the temperature is now. Looks like pretty darn close to 50 degrees Fahrenheit right there. It does drop down in here because this is the western face, and over here, I don't know, my finger's showing up. Well, right there. There are gaps. There's just the insulation there. There's no molding put up around the outside. Yet you can see, I don't know if you can see right outside. So there's quite a bit of air space coming in around these windows, which drops the temperature down. Here's our nest box setup here. I really like this system. I think I may have shown this before. We can take these little plastic Sterlite units out to clean them each time. And it's just a 4x8 sheet of plywood with 3 layers equally distributed for each one of these Sterlite tubs, and wood chips in them, and a little front perch. Show this little front perch on the front so that they can easily get up and down here. They don't go up on top of this. I thought I'd have to put an angled area up there. But I wanted good ventilation going through to where the other girls are. And down below I have ventilation as well. And that's our water unit for right now. I've still got to put in the automated water system in here, and I'm not positive how I'm going to do it. The perch or roosting area here, that's on a hinge. What I can do is, when I want to clean, I can take this PVC roost right outside, hose it off. It's very light, very easy to move, easily goes through these doorways. And this unit just goes right up to the beam, the floor joist supports up there, and I can walk underneath it without any problems. I wasn't sure that they were going to like it, so I never finished it, so that'll be trimmed down to 2x2s and rounded off the edges ultimately. And I'll space it a little bit differently so that the boards don't go inside of the PVC perch. Everything's been done as a trial to see just how well they adapt to the circumstances. We have our little area here, and there's a lot of feather dust here. And we have a merganser, not a merganser, oh my goodness. Well, probably the most common duck that's probably related to geese in the country. Muscovy, oh goodness. along with Boo and the other rescue girl there. It's okay, honey. And they've got a nice little perch. The Muscovy and the rescue bird like getting up on there. And so they get their sprouts and their kale. And I'm making the allowing during the winter months, as the girls scratch through this upper layer, we keep laying layers of hay on top of. Remember, there was wood chips in here initially, and then we keep layering it, and we're not cleaning this out. It actually gives them a chance to feed off of some of the small invertebrates that are traveling through this whole area, and they're helping to break things down. So it's not really a true composting system, but it's a compost initialization system. So you can see that they work right through this whole area. Next year, I need to make a tunnel going out the automated door. That's our automated door. A tunnel going from there out to the compost pile, because they do love going through the compost pile when the weather's nice. And they all get along in here pretty darn well. I still have a lot of work to finish up here, but right now I'm inside catching up on taking care of some of our citrus plants that have been ignored or neglected since I've been doing all the construction, and trying to get some of the work that I need to get done inside as well. Well, this is the update on the chicken coop. And I'm pretty happy with how things have turned out. It's very comfortable in here, so much so that the girls don't want to go outside. And Sunshine, little girl on the other side there, she pretty much stays in the other area there all the time, up and down stairs. So with that, I'll close off this season for the chicken coop and greenhouse update, and we'll start back at this late spring or early summer, depending on whether I start on the sugar shack and the root cellar roof, those things first, or get back over here and finish these things up. Well, thanks so much, and have a great day, folks. Bye-bye now.